A new day, a new year, another blessing. I'm glad that y'all made it to 2024, man. And we leave this 2023 behind. It was gone so quick, too. But in 2024, so far, there's a trend going on where everybody is saying, leave it behind, leave it in 2023. Yeah, I agree with a lot of it. But there is some stuff that had happened in 2023 that a lot of people ain't paying attention to. And there was two things. And I'm going to link it into this because we're going to talk about that roadmap for the finals and why it's getting delayed and pushed back. We're going to sit here and talk about how the industry, when it comes to free to play, is kind of in a detrimental state at this moment. And it's one big thing too, and that's really kind of killing. Even if the game comes out good, flawless, or whatever, it's this one problem that really ruins it for everybody. And we're going to sit here and discuss it, man. Pay attention to this here. Just like you, I'm addicted to YouTube. I like to sit on YouTube all the time for everything. But if you don't hit that sub button and the bell, you'll never know that I stream on YouTube. Yeah, right here. Don't have to go nowhere on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I do late night stream on the East Coast. I normally start at 10 p.m. And if you hit that like button, you can share this greatness with other people so we can make a big community. But hey, it's up to you though. Back to the message that you wanted to hear. Embark came out and they talked about how the roadmap for the finals is going to be on a little delay because they're not trying to just rush and keep on doing seasons. They want this game to be in a good shape like it was when it kind of launched, and which was pretty good. Like I said before in a couple of videos, this is one of the best launches I've seen in a while, and it just came up out of nowhere. But what plagued them, and what they even saying is plaguing them right now, is when it comes to free to play games, you got to understand that the tolerance for people when it's free versus a paid game is a little bit lower, because when it comes to someone who pays money for a game versus someone who doesn't, is they'll just drop it. And their issue right now is cheaters. Yes, fucking cheaters. And there's different types of cheaters, all types of ways, and they're trying to fight against these cheaters. And there's a certain event, like I said earlier, that happened last year, actually two events that happened last year, that is helping out. It's not a one fix all thing, but we're going in the right path of what it needs to be done in the gaming industry. And one of those things that I want to sit here and acknowledge is a while back, everybody caught an attitude and gave slack to Microsoft for sitting here banning third-party devices. But no one wanted to see the foresight of why they're doing it. And it could be a very good thing, because these third-party devices are what is being used to cheat with. This is where we come up with Cronus. But I want to give an example of when you sit here and they ban that third party, it sparks other people's interest in why they're banning it. And what if because you're still allowed to play with other third-party devices, but they have to be sponsored or represent Microsoft. Now, if they sit here and put like a pinging system or some type of password to where, you know, the controller has versus going to the hardware, so that way they can check in on each other, and if there's a certain speed that they don't sit here and it doesn't pass, then that can be labeled as a cheating device or whatever that cause may be. But that can actually help if you have a device that is in the middle between your console and your controller, and it can pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you don't have this code, there's a delay here, such so on so on. Now, another event that happened was Fortnite is banning Cronus, people, so they already figuring out how to already ban Cronus. And that is a huge thing that is going on with the community, is because if you see here and you think about it, when a game launches on all platforms, a lot of people that are on console instantly ask, and I don't matter what game it is, if it's multiplayer and it's a shooter, they're asking this all the time: is there a way to deactivate cross-play? They don't want to play with keyboard and mouse. I'm sorry for you keyboard and mouse fans, they don't like playing with y'all, mostly because y'all have a history of cheating and there's nothing that can be done about it, really. I mean, there is, but That's how console people think of the situation. So with that being said, when it comes to this cheating with Cronus and stuff, it's one thing that can actually help. And if Microsoft is actually banning, third-party controllers, because they're trying to come up with a new mechanism to detect, make it easier to detect other devices like Cronus, that would help out a lot, because this is hurting free-to-play games. These games are coming out, they're free, and people are playing these games, but then they'll quickly drop it if it already has a shitload of fucking cheaters. And when it comes to this roadmap, that is what they're more concerned with, because I don't think, to be honest, when it comes to, like I said in my other videos, I think the game is kind of really balanced. It is really balanced when it comes to mechanism and the gameplay. I think their biggest hurdle is going to be making maps and dealing with cheaters, and that is very detrimental to these companies, because they only make money by sponsorships and you buying their in-game outfits and shit like that. But this game already has a skill gap, and it ain't even been out for long. And I ain't mad at the skill gap. I like the skill gap. You know what I'm saying? It's a shooter. It has a skill gap, creativity. It's a sandbox. I like it. But other people, the casual players, might not like it when they go play casual mode and they feel like they're getting cheated nonstop. On top of it is a skill gap that is here. And I think that is fucking up free-to-play games, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks. And I appreciate free-to-play games. You know what I'm saying? And when I like it and I enjoy it and I play it a lot, I buy the in-game stuff. I buy cosmetics. I buy whatever they got if I like it. You know what I'm saying? Compared to when I'm playing a game like Call of Duty, it's like, shit, I just paid $60. So it's like, or it's $70 now. But, I just paid money. I'm not about to rush and go buy a whole bunch of shit and give y'all more money. And then I'm already pissed off that it's already a slew of fucking cheaters every fucking way. It just makes me not want to play it. But since I paid $70 for it, I'm about to get my motherfucking money's worth. That's just how it goes. But when it comes to a free-to-play game, you just quick to drop it. So when I seen this in 2023, that Microsoft was doing that, everybody was outraged. To me, I think they're doing something bigger than that. Yes, it's always, they're gonna make some money off of this. But at the same time, if they actually do something that Fortnite is trying to do and get rid of the scripting and the Cronus and all this shit, we can go back to eliminating and being back the way it was when it was OG Xbox back in the day, where it wasn't that many cheaters. Yes, there was cheaters, but you had to mod your console, and the chances of you not getting caught, yeah. I know a couple people, they got caught. Every time they'd sit there and try to use that shit, get caught, you're out of here, gotta buy a whole new system. So the cheaters is what destroy free-to-play games and even paid games, and I think that is their biggest challenge. I think maps is definitely their huge challenge, dealing with physics and the way things work with the finals. But actual balance and weapons and shit, yes, of course I would like to see more of it, and I think it will be there. But Embark comes from Battlefield. They normally do good when it comes to balance and weapons and new shit like that, because let's face it, man, I'm getting tired of seeing the same meta. From time to time, it's going to get old real quick if they don't do that, but I'm quite sure they will. I'm confident that they will. But the biggest hurdle is, to me, I think it's cheaters. Let me know down in the comment section below of what y'all think. This is your boy Green, and yeah, we got plenty more to come in 2024. Blessed to see you here. Be easy. If you do not like originality, adult humor, or you do not have a sense of humor, you don't like foul, vulgar language, you don't like rage, you don't like someone telling the truth, well then don't subscribe to me, because I ain't the one for you. And don't subscribe, don't like. But if you did hit that subscribe and like button, go ahead and put an amen in the chat.